In this lab, we are required to develop an annoying sound machine that behaves according to the lever position of our potentiometer. This lab builds off of Lab 2. An analog signal is inputted and converted to a digital format and then converted again back to analog. To begin, we have to initialize a port on the TM4C as our digital to analog output. Before doing this, if we look at line 13, we set up an array of 32 points that will build the sine wave of the digital to analog signal. Moving down to line 20, we set up the function that will initialize the first 4 bits of port B as outputs. These 4 bits build the analog signal that is output to the audio device. The more bits used, the cleaner the signal. Next, we initialize the SysTick. In this lab, SysTick interrupts determine the period of the built sine wave output to the audio device. This affects the sound we hear coming from the audio device. Line 52 initializes a function that simply assigns a value to the data port of port B. This function is then called in the SysTick handler. The functionality is as when a SysTick interrupt occurs, the program enters the handler function. In this function, we incrementally get 1 point from the array established earlier. This value is then assigned to the 4-bit output of port B as mentioned before. This is how the sine wave is built, and depending on how fast the interrupts occur, determines the period of the wave. In the main portion of the lab, we define global variables to be used in the program. In the main function, port F is initialized